We're just catching the last of the light in the evening. See how everything grows so beautifully, especially when you don't want it. But anyway, this part here is the private yard of the house in the future, and at the moment. But of course, this is where we would hope, against hope at the moment, that we would in the future be able to have a swimming pool, which also will coincide with having this wall reinstated. It actually went for a Burton when we had excessive rain. So just hold on a second. Okay, that was me jumping off the side there to give you a better look. See, now because of where it was put up, wasn't easy to actually supervise this, but what actually happened was that they didn't put a footing in, or certainly not one of any substance. So despite the reinforcing on the top and the rebar in the posts, when it came under pressure with water, which they didn't allow for either, our fault for not supervising better, but you can see that, let me zoom a little, see the wall just fell over, and it probably means that the wall that remains there that you can see in the picture probably will have to come down. I can see even from here that this little bit is already leaning. But anyway, on to Beth's present, shall we call it, project. She wants to set up on that piece of land there, she wants to set up a garden for growing dragon fruit. And she's seen somewhere a great example of this and how it adds to the property. And so we're thinking that it will help certainly to keep some of the people in the area employed. We really do try to make it so that our projects benefit not just us, but in terms of employment and in terms of buying materials and everything. We try to keep it all, if not in the family, in the community. So all of this here all belongs to the property, and that is the wall there going along, indicated by my wonky finger. See, and it continues and it re-emerges there from the undergrowth, and it goes right down and on. So the idea of growing dragon fruit is a good one, and we'll look forward to implementing it. But I'll take you out and show you the arrival of the materials. Well, I'm outside the gate now, our big old clumsy gates, which we'll eventually have to replace. And here is the I didn't realize it was so much. So all of this bamboo, incredibly easy to find, and there's a whole industry that comes with bamboo. And these, believe it or not, these have been delivered on a tricycle, which really is only a motorcycle. It's a motorcycle with a sidecar, and they have delivered these pieces this long, maybe not in one go, on a tricycle. It's quite a common thing to see it. Look at them. What are they? 20 feet long, I would say. Now, exactly what Beth has in mind for these, what she's planning on doing, I'm not quite sure. She's the islander, so I won't try to second guess her. She did say something about putting rebar through that. I don't think she knows that it's not just a straight hollow tube, but that actually it's sectioned off, as you can see on that part there. But anyway, there will be a way to do it, and I'm sure that she'll find it. A most resourceful woman. So coming back in, you can see we're right at the end of the day. It's been a strange day today. Didn't look as if it was going to stay dry, and yet it never ever quite got round to raining. A big part of the next project that I would really like to have done would be to have all of this level. When we had some electrical work, they were going to connect to outside, and they dug this trench and put this pole in for threading the cable through it. It never got completed, so we're still in on that. When we had a guest the other day, I started to reverse and come here, and I had to run out and tell him not to go too much further, as he would have fallen into this ditch. It's not terribly deep, but if you were in a car and the rear end went in, it would be quite a shock to the system. And then of course the front, and what can we do with that now that the what would have been the garage is now designated to be a workshop studio. We're not anticipating having to do anything that runs along there, a road and a new entrance, so there's quite a bit of rethinking got to happen there. So, very quiet time. I know that many people think about the Philippines, and it's something of a deal breaker that everywhere you go there's a sound of cockerels and they're doing their cock-a-doodle-doos, and boy, do they talk to each other from afar. So that can be off-putting, as it seems to be constant. For me, it would be more about disco and karaoke. So when they have the disco, it is mind-blowing. Actually, we are very lucky here that we haven't had to put up with that too much. At the weekend, people tend to party, and what can anybody do? You're not going to have people change their lives for you. So it's within reason. Right now, we've been working inside the we call it the big house. We've been working inside the big house and getting the smaller, inexpensive things that we can afford, and it's changing things. Just things like curtains, which we can buy at half price if we go on the internet. Not quite the same quality, but with trial and error you can find great bargains. So back to the gate. Oh gosh, look at that. It looks like something out of a Frankenstein movie. Well, we're going to change that when budget will allow. So, hoping you will continue to share, which has been a great help to us. Share, comment, subscribe. Our comments are still being monitored. Not monitored, they're being censored. And we're not getting all of our comments. As you can see, sometimes we have many views, but no comments. I don't think that kind of math works out. But anyway, I wish you a very good night from here, or good morning, wherever you are.